Hello everybody, my name is Petr Koutný and today I have for you another brilliant chess game coming from chess history. Year 1890, white Georg Reinisch, black Karel Traxler, and white's king will be checkmated in next coming 9 moves. So black to move, and black is winning in the next 9 moves, and at the end of this variation it will be checkmate. So that's a beautiful and long forcing variation waiting for us to be discovered. And I hope that you are going to stop this video and ask yourself if you are able to find this beautiful checkmate variation. And if not, never mind, because at the end of this video I will show everything. But I'm going to start since beginning till end, because I will show another beautiful variations and you will have chance to improve your calculation skills. And it's good to remember one of the most exciting chess game ever. So welcome and let's have a fun. If you enjoying my video, feel free and press like or press follow and made my day. And now we are in the first interesting position. White is attacking pawn on f7 because we are following game coming from 1819. It's absolutely clear that that was a time where attack was the most important principle, and only good attacker was a good chess player. Later on, chess players found it that a strategy and endgame is important as well, but let's enjoy this game. So black is under attack on square f7 and has to defend this pawn. And Karel Traxler found it interesting chess line, and this opening is called and has his name till now. So this is a Traxler variation, and black played bishop c5. If white doesn't understand what's going on, I'm absolutely clear and sure that he's taking on f7 because that's a fork to rook and queen. And now black has to show what compensation he is looking for. So here black is taking on f2 and that's a check. White's king has only 2 moves to go, and one is nearly winning here for white and the second is nearly losing. That's funny because these 2 squares are not far from each other, and one is nearly winning, second is nearly losing. That's a big distance or small distance between victory and lost in our chess game. The best here is to go to f1. I think that black has to go to e7 because his queen was hanging, and I can't understand if there is any compensation for missing black's rook or exchange, say, material. But what's happened? Happened that white played king e2, and since now till end probably white is lost. That's funny. Of course, check on d4 is the answer, and now white's king has only 3 moves, and nearly all 3 are losing. White will play king d3, and that's exactly our game and our story and main line. But it's good to check what's happened if white is going to f1, or what's happened if a white's king is taking bishop on f2. Okay, I'm going to start with variation to take on f2 bishop. Check on e4, that's a danger. And now there are too many variations. I'm going to show king g1 and a queen h4, and after queen f1, rook f2, rook f8. I think that it's absolutely clear that this is not a healthy position for white. White's king is still unsafe, and white's position is under heavy pressure. Say, make a sense to go knight c3, knight g5, and at the end of this variation, knight on f7 is lost. Okie dokie, there was only one variation. So say that black should go to f1, and because still there is a fork to black's rook on h8, and queen on d8, makes sense that black has to go to e7, white will take rook on h8, and now d5 is strong, because after move bishop g4, white is losing queen. Yes, of course, that's only few variations possibly to be founded here, but that's a sign that white is not doing good job. And he came to d3, b5. It's funny because, just imagine that this queen is hanging, and that's another question. Why? White is not going to take this queen on d8. Okay, if I'm white, I'm taking queen. So let's follow this variation. Check on c4. I think check on a6. Check on b8. And now, if nothing, there is bishop e2, and still, or again, white's queen is lost. And altogether, with white's king on a5, that's absolutely clear that black is nearly winning. Say c3, take, and bishop h5, and because of another lost piece on d8, I'm speaking about this knight, that's a absolutely clear winning position for black. Okay, so for this reason, after move b5, white played bishop b3, but now it's come another surprise. Black is going to sack his queen again, and it's a big question what white has to play. Okay, I found it two variations. What's happen if white is not taking queen on d8, because that's exactly our position and our checkmate in the next coming 9 moves. But for example, what's happened if white's king is a brave king and is taking knight on e4? I think that the d5 it's good move, and now is bishop f5. Yes, king on e5. That was only last move to be played, and now it's important to find checkmate net to white's king, because this king it's not safe. It's very in danger zone, and black has to checkmate him. So I think that check on f6 is cool. Now check on c2. Don't worry, we are not interested to win a queen, because we are interested to checkmate white's king on f4. And that's exactly happened after checkmate on h4. That was another beautiful checkmate. Hopefully you agree. And let's come back, because this game is full of beautiful variation. So bishop b3, white has to decide what he is doing now. And for example, what's happened if white is going a queen to g4? Say, check on c5, check on e2, that has to be taken, bishop d4, a5, bishop on a6, don't laugh too much because there's a check, and there's a checkmate. Another beautiful variation hidden inside of this game. So I think that is good to watch this game and this video, because I'm going to show variations and beautiful variation. What a variation. So I mean check beauty. But let's come back, because I think that we are really interesting what's happened here. How white's king will be checkmated in the next 9 moves. And that was my first question when I started to make this video. So knight c5 is a check, and now let's check what white king has to go, where has to go. Should not go to e2, e3 and e4, should not go to c4, only one square is here, and these squares has a name c3 square. So okay, white is going there. What the next? There is a check on e2. Beautiful sacrifice and another sack. So it's nearly impossible that this variation is working and still black is winning because he is going to lose a knight. Okay, in our variation, white will take this knight. So let's check, for example, what's happened if white's king is going to b4. a5 is a good move. Okay, not too many squares. I think that 1 or 2 squares are here. Not enough, of course. Yes, if you're going to a3, there's a b4 checkmate immediately. Beautiful checkmate by a pawn. So to take on b5, check on a6. And what next? Not allowed just to go even here, so only one square is waiting for white's king, and now check coming from this rook. Now check on a6, check on c5, and now hopefully you see the checkmate. Check on b4. Of course, check coming from this rook. So that was another brilliant and amazing chess variation, but that was only variation because, okay, let's come back what we remember. We remember check, and here I took it on e2. There is a check on d4, and okay, only one move to be played is king to b5. Of course, we are going to play move a5 anywhere. So check, and yes, if white is going to a3, that's a checkmate in 1. Nice. So white has to take on b5, and I think that's a nearly similar variation what we saw before. So check on a6, check on d3, of course, that's a funny, check on a6, check on b4, and at the end, is a checkmate by a pawn. Wow! c5 move. It's a winning and the last move of this game. That was a brilliant checkmate at the end, and I can't remember such a beautiful game for many, many days. Beautiful game, beautiful checkmate, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. If yes, feel free and press like and press follow, made my day, and I hope that I'm going to see you soon in our another YouTube chess video. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.